Hello and welcome to our summary video of the Exam Success Evening 2026. One of the really important things to remember is that although we're about to embark on the final 2 months of preparation, the final climb to reach the summit of GCSE success, that actually a huge amount of work in preparation has already gone in to where we are today. From a set of PPEs in Year 10, another set in Year 11 and another set happening this week, as well as the hundreds of lessons, the independent revision, the period 0, the period 5 and the Champions Hour, our Year 11 cohort are starting from a real position of strength as we look ahead to these final few months. This week, our Year 11s are experiencing their final set of PPEs, that final opportunity for an exam experience, a mock exam before the real GCSEs. They've been working extremely hard and I know we'll learn a huge amount from this final experience before the real exams coming up. I want to take this opportunity to refer back to the personalised exam checklists that every one of our Year 11 students has. This checklist allows students to see for every single subject, every topic that could come up in the exam, and they can use this as a checklist to make sure they don't have any gaps in their knowledge or understanding and that they're revising everything that could come up in the exam. What is really powerful is this also shows the pages, the revision guide or the video that's going to help them to revise that particular topic, and it gives space for them to colour code it, red, amber or green for how confident they feel and write the date in they've completed revision. This is so important for our students to engage with. Firstly, it means they definitely will have revised everything that could come up in the exam. Secondly, it allows them to prioritise the topics they need to revise first and most. We encourage students to revise the topics that they identify as red topics, those they're least confident in the first, turn them all to amber and then turn the ambers to green. Finally, it allows them to see the progress they're making as they can see those reds turn to ambers and those ambers turn to green. So I really encourage you to sit down with your child, have a look through this and see if they can start using it a bit more and how they can get the best out of this fantastic revision resource. Our students are working really hard at the minute to prepare for their PPEs and exams, and I just want to share some of the ways that we're recognising and rewarding the hard work that this extremely impressive year group are doing. So one of the things we did last Friday is we gave every Year 11 student a donut at break time, just as a little thank you for all of the hard work they put into period 0 to period 5 to Champions Hour to every lesson. Another thing we've done is we replace merits in Year 11 with physical raffle tickets the teachers give out every single lesson, and we give out in Champions Hour as well. Every Monday morning, these raffle tickets are drawn in assembly in a tombola, and 5, 10, 15 prizes are given out every Monday, including vouchers to skip to the front of the lunch queue, free Domino's pizza for you and your friends, free football golf vouchers, and lots more besides. So our students are working really hard, and we're finding lots of ways to reward and recognise this across this term. As we look ahead to the Easter holidays, I wanted to share that we will be running a range of revision boosters across the Easter holiday, and I'll share a full timetable with you later this week so you can plan which sessions your child might want to attend. The Easter holidays are also a really important time to complete some revision, but also to have a break. So I really encourage you to use the study planners, which will be handed out to students on Friday the 27th of March. That gives them 12 full weeks to use these before the exams end, to sit down as a family and really plan out when are they not going to be revising, when are there going to be breaks and a time to rest and refuel. That's really important in the Easter holidays because it gets busy very quickly after Easter, but also of course to think carefully about when that revision is going to happen. That might be coming into school for our boosters, that might be at home, but sitting down as a family, planning this out and then putting it somewhere really obvious on the fridge or wherever at home makes a really big difference to support our students with their revision. When we return after the Easter holiday, we're straight into some exams. The very first week back after Easter will be our MFL, that's our Modern Foreign Languages, so Spanish or French speaking exams. So revision for that over the Easter holidays is going to be very important. The second week back, we have a range of practical exams, including art and photography. Later on, as we look ahead towards the exam, we of course have our fantastic Leavers Day to look forward to, another opportunity to reward our students and create fantastic memories. We'll share more information with students in the coming weeks, but this will include our final Leavers Assembly, a chance for a silent disco, some food and drink celebrations, and finally a Guard of Honour where our Year 10 students will come out and see off the Year 11s as they look ahead to their exams. We have shared the exam window timetable with students, and we also gave it out at our exam success evening, and you can see the first few weeks of that here. If you don't have this and you'd like a copy, please contact us directly and we'll send this straight to you. I really want to highlight the contingency day on Wednesday 24th of June. This is the exam board's national contingency day, where if an exam couldn't take place for a particular reason, some kind of national emergency, they would move it to this day. So it's really important all Year 11 students are available to come into school for this exam in the unlikely event that this contingency day needs to be used. Just wanted to share some key rules and regulations for the exams. If I could just highlight the importance of arriving on time. Morning exams begin at 9 AM. We open the school from 8 AM, so there's plenty of time for all students to be here on time, so they get the full time allotted to them. And just to highlight as well some of that kit list, not leaving it till the last minute to make sure students have got the right water bottle, plenty of black pens, a calculator, etc., so they're fully prepared for their exams. A really important question is, what if your child is too unwell to come into school on the day of an exam? The most important thing is to contact us as soon as possible. There is a form from the exam board that you will need to complete as soon as possible, and they will request some evidence, etc., for the reason why the absence has happened. But just contact us as soon as possible and we'll guide and talk you through that process. It's worth just saying now that if a child misses an exam, they won't be able to retake it. And also, every student must sit at least 50% of each subject to receive a grade. So, for example, if there were 3 maths exams and 2 of those were missed through sickness, then you would not get a GCSE maths regardless of that final exam. But if you are too unwell to come into school, again, just to reiterate, contact us as soon as possible and we'll share that form with you that you'll need to complete and talk you through the process. One of the things we do at Penrice, which is quite different to any other school, is we effectively rewrite the timetable over exams. Study leave is not a thing anymore, so every Year 11 comes into school like normal. However, before an exam, if there is an exam in the afternoon, then we put something called booster lessons on, which are absolutely tailored, focused lessons directly planned to ensure that every child leaves that lesson ready for that exam this afternoon. So if you have a computer science exam period 4, then periods 2 and 3 that day, you'll have a computer science booster to get you absolutely prepared for it. If you have an English language exam on Wednesday morning, Tuesday afternoon you'll have boosters, so you come in on Wednesday absolutely prepared for it. Those boosters are essential preparation and final fine-tuning for the exams. During this exam period, revision will need to continue continuously. It's worth saying that the first thing to add to the revision planner during the exam period, in blue here, is when the exams are. You can then plan in purple when you're going to have some rest time. That downtime continues to be important. And then in green when that revision is going to happen. And of course, if you've got an English language exam on the 6th of June, then of course the day or two before you're going to be completing that last minute revision. The GCSEs are a time where there will be some stress placed upon our young people, and you'd expect there to be a certain amount of stress, and we do want our students to be as much as possible in this yellow zone on this stress performance curve from the Mental Health Foundation in Scotland, where they are feeling a little bit of pressure and a little bit of stress. What we don't want is too many students in the green zone where they're feeling very laid back, very relaxed about it, not working hard enough. And equally, we don't want students in the orange or red zone where they're putting too much pressure on themselves, feeling burnout. That also doesn't lead to good results and doesn't lead to good mental health and well-being. You, as the parent or carer, you know your child better than anyone, and you will know whether they are falling into the green zone and needs a little nudge to work a bit harder, or into the orange or red zones and actually need to take a step back and take an opportunity to look after themselves and take a step back from revision. During the May half term, there will be revision boosters happening, and we'll send a schedule out for that closer to the time. Before we know it, believe it or not, the exams will be over. We'll be looking forward to celebrating our fantastic ball, creating amazing, lifelong memories with our brilliant Year 11s, and we look forward to welcoming all of you there as well to see that first ballroom dance on the lawn. What a moment for all of us and for our brilliant Year 11 students. Finally, a date for your diary, 20th of August 2026, we'll be welcoming all of our Year 11 students in to collect their GCSE results and celebrate their successes with all of us at Penrice.